Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick Hill TV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick Hill TV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? Set the path for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, I. Greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I I, and all things that's good. You see, welcome all viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe. You see, yeah. No, you don't know, You see, we try to communicate from our standpoint, from our level. We try to communicate to a certain demographic. You see, particularly those where my can manage the reading thing to a certain degree, because we ourselves rather read in our mind, than out loud, because you don't know. See, so we try to read certain things to the youth, and for certain people who might not be able to find or know these things otherwise. See, today our program is about fun facts regarding Jamaica. See, and I would think say in reinforcing self-confidence and self-worth and self-esteem and things like that, what we mean to the world as a people. We should look back at some of the contributions that we have made to the world as a whole. See, and these things are documented fact. See, this thing is coming from a website called Fact File. See, I'm sure it's not Jamaica based thing. See, so we need more than anything else to observe these things so that we can reinforce our status in our earth and make people, what I say, and continue to be the positive element that we have always been. See, so without even drawing out the thing too long, I'm now going to the interesting facts about Jamaica, so that the island can listen it long. 60, seeing it 60 interesting facts, and like every 10 fact having a pivotal fact about Jamaica, like particularly how we draw a sanction against apartheid and things like that. It's all there. So stay tuned and listen. See? So we could start with number one. Number one say the original inhabitants of Jamaica cultivated corn and yams. Today, Jamaica is famous for cultivating sugarcane, banana, and mangoes, none of which are indigenous. See, that means none of them never come from Jamaica. Bring them there. Number two, Jamaica produces Jamaica produces Blue Mountain coffee, a highly sought after and expensive coffee that is popular across the globe. It is one of the rarest coffees in the world. See, I don't think we put much emphasis in the production of this to supply it to the world according to its demand, to supply the demand. See? And another economic failure. See? Number three, in 1988, Jamaica was the first tropical country to send a bobsledding team to the Winter Olympics. Bobsledding, a winter sport, is which teams of 2 or 4 teammates make time runs down narrow, twisting banked ice tracks in a gravity-powered sled. The time runs are combined to calculate the final score. No. Number 4, Jamaica is home to over 200 species of exotic orchids, 73 of which are indigenous. Number 5, with 3 winners and 3 runner-ups in the Miss World competitions, Jamaica truly does boast some of the most beautiful women in the world. Number 6, in 1994, Jamaica was the first Caribbean country to launch a website, www.jamaicatravel.com. Number 7, Jamaica Cool Herc is responsible for starting rap and hip-hop music Google celebrated the 44th anniversary of the birth of hip hop with a doodle on their homepage on August 11, 2017. Remember that year? Well, youth and youth don't know them things and don't feel defeated or set back. Just know say the trial and tribulation is a construct, it's a scientific construct, and the item to pay attention and know that the item is a war. Number 8, established in Jamaica in 1865, the Manchester Golf Club is the oldest in the Western Hemisphere. Remember these things, youth. Number 9, despite being predominantly Christian, Jamaica's Jewish residents are among the oldest on the islands. Youth, remember these things. Pay attention to these things. 10, the healing waters of Jamaica are made up of several natural mineral baths and hot springs that are thought to have therapeutic properties. You hear that, youth? Number 11, surprisingly, Rastafarians make up less than 5% of the total Jamaican population. Because them can't count with. Them attack man with long hair or dreadlocks or whatever. Number 12, AT&T copied Jamaica's telephone system. That means we have telephone in Jamaica before AT&T even was a thing. And our networking system them copy and create for them own. See? So, yeah, all that. Number 13, while it may be widely spoken, Jamaican Creole or Patois is not a written language. Remember that? Number 14, Jamaica's Kingston Harbour is the 7th largest natural harbour in the world. Number 15, Jamaica have one of the highest number of rum bars per square mile. A pleasant surprise for many visiting rum connoisseurs, but it's a detriment to the local population. Number 16, cranberries are sought after luxury item in Jamaica. I don't know about that. Jamaica, number 17, Jamaica has more multiple live births wherein the mother delivered 2 or more offspring than any other country in the world. Know these things, youth. Like what Jabi would have said, you don't know these things. Yes, big up the badass. Big up Jabody channel, you know. Visit Jabody and subscribe. Number 18. In 1688, Jamaica was the first British colonial territory to establish a postal service. Rasta. Number 19. Reciting the Lord's Prayer is a mandatory part of morning proceeding in all public schools. 20. Jamaica was the first commercial producer of banana in the Western world. Rasta. 21. Chicken is probably the true favorite among Jamaican meat eaters. Number 22. Jamaica is home to the fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt. Still to this day, the guy that touched the record there. Number 23. Back in the late 1400s, Christopher Columbus referred to Jamaica as the fairest island that eyes ever beheld. You know, if you know these things. Number 24. Jamaica is among the happiest places in the world. You need to know these things, youth. Don't care. Swear feet very much these days with the deprived criminality. We are going. You see. Number 25. Milk River bath is known to be the most radioactive mineral spa in the world. Where radioactivity come from this? You that now sure say there might be a source of uranium. We're not sure. Somebody, one of the big man them, you know, interject and make we know what going on. 26. The most common greeting in Jamaica is a firm handshake accompanied by a direct eye contact and a genuinely warm smile. Once they have been properly acquainted and a friendship has struck, women will hug and kiss on each cheek starting from the right. You really know about that. Uptown woman, they must have talk about, and uptown people do them thing up there where we nasty, so you don't know about that. Number 27. Jamaican culture is appropriate to wait until invited before using a new acquaintance first name. In Jamaican culture, it's appropriate to wait until being invited. Okay. Probably so. Yeah, because them love say, Mr. Yeah. Number 28. Table manners in Jamaica are continental. This means that the fork is held in the left hand and the knife is in the right. Meals are generally served buffet style, with guests serving themselves from a bountiful spread. It is considered polite to have a taste of everything offered, and finishing every item on one's own plate is a mark of good manners. Yeah. See? Number 29, the island of Jamaica has one of the highest number of churches per capita in the world. You don't know these things. Roman church, the land of Roman church. Number 30, the family is of the utmost importance and include a close-knit web of aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents. This is fair. Number 31, trust, or rather distrust of those in authority, is a major part of Jamaican culture. We'll discuss that after. Jamaicans would rather place their faith in friends and family than trust any person with official status. For example, they prefer to form partner with friends and family rather than go to a bank to secure a financial loan. That's because the authorities are corrupt. You see, and again, the people don't hold them to any consequence. Because there is none. You see, them are the ones who set the rules, and as soon as you try call them out for them actions, it's a slap on the wrist and them gone again. So Jamaica is, not trusting of the authority, which is it's a disgrace, and the authority should be ashamed that foreigners can write this about them. But I'm glad they did anyway. You see, number 32 to 30 few. Number 30 few. Due to the fact that its inhabitants stem from all four corners of the world, Jamaican cuisine is quite literally a melting pot of many culinary influences. The country's national dish is ackee and saltfish with jerk chicken, curried goat or mutton, and oxtail with broad bean bringing up the rear. Nothing but the ital straw. Hey, that thing that house of dread. Ben! Number 33. Despite the many hardships faced by Jamaican in general, they are a laid-back people. The popular phrase, no problem man, or some variation thereof, is a fairly accurate summary of the Jamaican attitude. 34. Jamaica is the largest English-speaking island in the Caribbean. Although the national language of Jamaica is English, most people speak Patois, an English-based Creole language with strong West African influences. Here we go again. Number 35. The Honorable Louise Bennett Coverley, Miss Lou, is often thought of as Jamaica's cultural hero. She played a large role in the promotion of patois as a legitimate and celebrated means of communication. Yes, number 36. In 1962, Jamaica was the first Caribbean country to gain independence from the United Kingdom. Rasta, if you know these things, wear them on your chest as a proud breastplate. Yes, Number 37. Despite claiming independence, Jamaica chose to remain a member of the Commonwealth. Therefore, Queen Elizabeth II is still the head of state inactively. Anyway, we can continue. Number 38. In 1845, 20 years after the first railway was built in Great Britain, Jamaica was the first Western country outside of Europe and North America to construct railway lines. Yes, Number 39. The original inhabitants of Jamaica were the Taínos, so they say. Unfortunately, once conquered by Spain, the Taínos came desperately close to extinction due to slavery and disease. Number 40. During the 19th century, many Spanish and British countries helped populate Jamaica with freed African slaves. Yeah. Today, many people are direct descendants of these first settlers. So like a diminishment of any form of reparation money. That's I don't use the argument here to diminish any claims. Number 41. In 1997, Jamaica made history by becoming the first English-speaking Caribbean country to qualify for the World Cup. Number 42. Number 40 few. Sorry, sir. Sorry, brother Nerville. I keep doing that here. Number 40 few. Rum, the national drink of Jamaica, has been an important part of the country's history since the 17th century. Rum and church, Rasta. Rum and church. We don't hear nothing about backside yet, you know. Although we hear something about tourism. But we don't hear nothing about backside yet, Rasta. I don't talk about the backside we aluminum. You see, with gypsum. Number 43. Jamaica's national motto, out of many, one people, was made official in 1962. Number 44. National flag of Jamaica is one of two in the world that have no color in common with the US flag. Wondering which one it is the other. Is it Mauritania? Mauritania's flag? Yes, I think Jamaica and Mauritania is the only two countries in the world that got a flag not bearing any of the colors, red, white, nor blue. See? So we give thanks to that, and it's a nice, good knowledge, nice. You know, we look upon that whole part that we still with the mark of the bug thing now, they're not too far off. So yeah, so the page skip a while ago, so I hit me there find back. We started there. 44, yeah. Number 45. Jamaica was the first country to take a stand and officially impose economic sanction against the former apartheid regime of South Africa, Rasta. It's written, it's in document, it's documented, it's a fact. Jamaica was the first country, Rasta, to take economic, to make... I'm proud. This is a very proud moment. I want to. Jamaica was the first country to take a stand and officially impose economic sanction against the former apartheid regime of South Africa, Rasta, while the rest of the Western world enjoy the bounty and the taking from this regime. This was robbing the resource of South Africa, and they all paid a blind eye to the crisis, to the conditions and the plights of the people, Rasta. You see, because they obviously were part of the whole scam and they were enjoying it, if we should call the people's bloodletting a scam. You see, but the fact that Jamaica stood firm at the UN and said, no, Jamaica does not trade with South Africa. Jamaica don't have nothing with South Africa, one Rasta. And Jamaica still draw trade sanctions. Jamaica faced their out of order. How you will do that while the Queen and the Western world, England and America, enjoy get them free diamond and them free minerals or whatever from there? How you will do that? You have a suffer for the next 500 years. Rest of all of them little things. When you see where the struggling come from, you be proud of the judgment, because of our judgment, let's be proud of our judgment, because at the end of the day, we are in conflict. Yes, I. Number 46. Whenever they leave the country, tourists are required to pay a $22 departure tax. Number 47. As the base of its economy, tourism is the most important industry in Jamaica. That should have been reggae music. 48. Jamaicans are big on hospitality, which is why two of the country's airports have VIP lounge to welcome tourists with that authentic Jamaican vibes, you know? I think of the lady them in the Miss Lou clothes where I dance and I sing. Them talk about. Number 49. There are 50 public beaches dotted across the island that are open to tourists. The most famous of these are Likkle and Doctor's Cave Beach in Montego Bay. Yes, I. Number 50. After I pass 51, I'm going to remember that one day and now I'm going to say that word there. Watch. Alright, number 50. Over the last few years, number 50. Over the last few years, Jamaica has consistently been ranked among the top 5 of the world's top tourist destinations. And has been so still to this day. I don't think anything has changed, really. Alright, unless we maybe now we rank number less, like number 4, right? Number less. Number less ranking, Rasta. You see it? Probably rank number 4 now, or we're higher up in the rankings, you know. You see it? Never know. You know, see. But it's a proud moment. You can see the smile on my face, even though we still not grief with the little girl with them, the baby mother with them, dash her downtown the other day. We not appreciate love them things. You see. Anyway, continue. Number 51. Remember the one after this. I remember not to say that word. Number 51. Bob Marley's Legend is the highest selling reggae record of all times. Highest selling reggae. Number 52. I remember. Worth a whopping 22 million. Shaggy is the richest living reggae artist. If Bob Marley was still alive, analysts predict that he would be worth 130 million. Number 53. Reggae was developed almost by accident in Kingston after rocksteady, which came about after ska. Number 54. Since its invention, reggae has been a vessel for a musician to express political and social views. It has been tied to the Rastafari movement for many years. Now, infiltrators on a year that, in a year where the world see and recognize and respect and class reggae music as. Let me read it again. Number 54. Since its invention / inception, reggae music has been a vessel for a musician to express political and social views. It has been tied to the Rastafari music for many years. I wonder if this means that they must say not tied to it again. Probably at that them guy I declare ya so too. You know, see, but we are sure to say, we know we were, we know what we is about, and we are claim our property. Yes, sir. And we are kick some boy out of we yard. We not gonna notice without notice. Without notice, we are kicking out of our place. Yes, sir. Youngster thing. We don't enough bureaucracy with them. Come on, wait. Yes, sir. Since its invention, reggae has been a vessel for a musician to express political and social views. It has been tied to the Rastafari movement for many years, Rasta. Number 55. There are more than 200 reggae festivals around the world each year. Yes, sir. Know these things. You know, see. Number 56. In Jamaica, they drive on the left side of the road, just like England. But when you carry your license come to England, you can't, transit from England. You have to do weed over the test, the training and everything. Yet some people from African country will come here with iron license, literally aluminum license, something print on a piece of aluminum. Okay, just carry the driving authority office and them get it switched over to a British license without doing anything. You know, see, particularly Zimbabwe and them. Zimbabwe and them there and just bounce around, learn to drive illegally and go back to them country for peak and go buy a piece of iron and carry come over. Just carry go turn it in and get a British license. We have to find money if you go train and learn everything with them already. Teach we already in a Rasta. Yes, I. Remember that. Anyway, I could continue. Read it again. Number 56. In Jamaica, they drive on the left side of the road. Number 57. There are only 8 species of snake indigenous to Jamaica, and none of them are venomous. Remember these things. Number 58. Port Royal in Jamaica used to be called the wickedest city on earth. And also the richest city on earth. Oh, no, not talk about the whole parishes them will bury up on the Port Royal. Lord, the youth them go under the dive. Because to the youth, about the youth them are dealing with the scamming these days. I feel like if the youth them been properly educated on the vast gold and diamond, they will bury up on the Port Royal. They would have gone dig it already. Because it's not that deep neither. It's not that deep on the earth where the youth them can't go. You see it. And know other people other people when see it. You see, because them not class the riches there as Jamaica riches, them not class the riches there as riches will belongs to the crown because the crown was in control at the time, innit? So, more than likely them not go on highlight the word. See, no love that thing you go on, I love Babylon go on, Babylon pick up on what me I do and get jealous. Can't go on all and nothing going through my antivirus again. I never ask them guy, who is nothing. All of a sudden, now all my things full up of all sort of like a sabotage. But I could continue. Number 59. Ian Fleming wrote all 14 James Bond novels while he was living in Jamaica. Ian Fleming wrote all 14 James Bond's novels while he was living in Jamaica. Saying, family, know these things. Be confident. Be bold. Be proud of your failures because you have contributed a whole lot of positivity to the earth, to Mother Earth and to people and its human development. Again, let me continue with the last one. Number 60. The second main indigenous people of Jamaica were the Arawak. They call this island Jamaica, which means land of wood and water. See, I'm suspecting that's the last one because it said 60 interesting facts about Jamaica. And that's number 60. You don't see it, but we'd love to go back to a few and discuss a few if we have time and patience, but maybe not. But, you know, there are a few interesting facts in here. I'm sure, you know, we might have learned a few things from what going on. So, but we give thanks, you see it, and we'll continue to go and fight the good fight. You see it. So, more bless. Share, like, and subscribe in a Rastafari in here. See? Blessed love. Majesty.